What up with y'all? Poor connection. Reconnecting. Hopefully I'm in there. What up, man? I'm in the building. Okay, drop down on my other thing. I got to get back in the habit, man. I probably missed like 2 days this week going live at nighttime, and it's 20 minutes after 9, so I'm tripping. What's going on with y'all? Today's a good day for me. I ain't gonna lie. I got something going on with my arm. I don't know if it's a spider bite or something. I just know it's kind of swole up a little bit, and it's got a. Yeah, I'm on YouTube. I'm on YouTube too. I got all my platforms streaming at one time. I got the only one I don't have up right now is TikTok, but I need to go grab my business. If I get my business phone, I can have that in front of me too. But I'm on right now. I'm streaming live on Facebook, of course Instagram. I do that for my phone because it's better, and I got YouTube streaming too. Like I'll be hitting them all at one time at the bottom of the night. I just go live during the week at 5:50, between 5:45 and 5:50 in the morning. I'm live. That way people can feel the vibe. You know how I be feeling when I'm up early in the morning going to get my guy. So we can go out here in Nashville, Tennessee and make his magic happen and keep on applying his pressure. Showcasing the skills. And I appreciate all the new people from Nashville that's tapping in with me. They got us overloaded. So we gonna get everybody mapped out on the schedule. That way I can go around and get some estimates and see if possibly y'all can, you know what I'm saying, y'all want to get in with me or not, because I'm not doing 2 weeks, like for real. So I think it might knock a lot of people out the box right there. 'Cause I think a lot of people want me to do the bi-weekly cuts for them. I ain't doing bi-weekly cuts because it gets it's too rough on me when I'm having to do so many weekly yards and then try to incorporate 2 week yards. It ain't even really worth it. So and I got a couple out there that's scraggling. They probably been waiting 3 weeks because I'm gonna go because like it's been raining lately, and I know myself like I'm gonna go for them weekly yards first. For real, like if I'm seeing rain coming, my schedule is going towards the weekly yards, and nobody really can't blame me because the weeklies are paying to make sure I come every week. So I'm sorry, for real. It don't make no sense to me. I'm in business to make a profit and to grow. So to do double work, even though I'm getting compensated for it though, cause my bi-weekly ain't the same price no more unless you just grandfathered in or something like that. You have to be really grandfathered in like 10 plus years for you to still be on that ticket. And with no worries that my money go come in. So and I got a couple that's like that. But other than that, life is good, man. I really ain't got no complaints though, for real. I wouldn't complain anyway if I even did have any complaints because at the end of the day, I still have to go to bed. I still got to take care of my dog. Have to go to bed. I have to get up and try to work his schedule that I have, but I'm taking off tomorrow because I have some other plans that I have to do tomorrow out of town. So I'm gonna be out of town tomorrow for just for 1 day trip, just to handle some business, get everything lined up how I need it. Then everybody will know what I just did once I get everything in stone. And so we waiting on some more stuff to come in before I can launch a whole nother phase of one man, one more landscaping. So, and then also tomorrow I'm gonna talk to the team because we gotta see about getting some other things together that I need to do and capitalize off of. So, and it be like it. So I just thank goodness I got a team that's helping me because with me trying to maneuver and do all this by myself, it's impossible. I couldn't do it. Especially with the, because I haven't even got on my clips the work that I did today, and I have to put them clips up today because tomorrow is going to be a brand new day, and I have like at least 6 more clips that I just did today from showing my quality of work and everything. So I got to get all them clips up before I go to bed. I still got to cook for my dog because his hamburger meat is in the skillet waiting on me to cut it on. I have to warm it up to get it room temperature, a little bit more than room temperature, like body temperature. That way he can feel like he hunted it down. So I gotta feed him, and then I'm gonna crawl in this bed because the sleep it hit me as soon as I come home, man, every day. Because I know what it is because I'm getting up so damn early in the morning. And normally I didn't used to get up like that. And then me and my guy hit it today because it was supposed to rain on us, and it sprinkled. The first 2 yards of the day it sprinkled on us. Really, the first 3, 4 it sprinkled on us today. So I was cutting some extremely wet grass, and I gave a lot of aspects about cutting wet grass. I believe I did on 1 or 2 of the clips. So I just have to get them up, and y'all can see some of this quality of work that I did today. And I did it today. There ain't no recycle clips. I don't do such a thing. So them clips that I just did today, and then, you know, like I said, tomorrow come and it had to be brand new. So let me see what I can get y'all to go off on today. I can always touch bases on what I said top of the morning, because that was a good one. Because I know a lot of individuals will let the people that surround them or the people in their life, they'll let them ruin their day by calling them with some nonsense, or calling them that might be even just trying to, you know, get some things off their chest. But when people doing it without any solutions, it's a dark and negative ass cloud that people brings upon other people. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, maybe you are that dark cloud just calling people because it's always some shit going on in your life, and you are the center of the universe, and you feel like, and you under the impression that nobody else is going through anything in life. So when you run into people like that, they are some dangerous people, because I call them cancers. They're an infection, because what they do is, like, you could be at cloud 9 riding a wave because you got things going right in your life. You'll get on the phone with one of these individuals that ain't nothing going right in their life, and like your cloud 9 will come down. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll start feeling sorry or some sympathy for, you know, the opposite part on the other end. And that'll kind of deter your day. And then you'll get off the phone, you'll have to unwind and get back yourself up to cloud 9 to where you was at. Don't make no sense. For real. That's why I'm so glad that I surrounded myself with individuals that always call me because they got some real life, some good things happening in their life, and they call and share with me. You know what I'm saying? What up, Malachi? Just like with him, I'm gonna let him, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let him share his experience on what he's able to achieve, and hopefully everything work out for him tomorrow. But like calls like coming from him, like my brother Beat Lombard, my other brother Darren Holmes down here in the city. Of course, my mom, my sisters, all of them, would be always uplifting phone calls to where, like, even if they have a problem, they've already identified a solution to the problem. That's a total different person that'll tell you everything that's going on, but then tell you, you know what, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna maneuver like this, and then I know this should happen. That's a different type of person, different mentality. So, and I want nothing but them type of people around me, man, for real. I don't need the gloom and doom, for real, because I had a blowout tire yesterday. It could have got ugly. The tire popped off on the interstate. It could have went and hit another car, and did some more damage. I could have basically messed up my day. Now, if I would have called everybody, told them, oh, I had a blowout and all this stuff, and everybody, oh man, I'm sorry to hear, they would have kind of brung them down. So I don't do stuff like that. I'll tell them, bro, I had a blowout, but I'm straight though. Like, I was able to limp on home, get my spare tire. I was still able to get out and cut my big yards, my big Brentwood yards. All that happened yesterday. Like, it's always every day. It's never down the pipe. It's always a curveball or something that's gonna come in your life. And I feel like it's testing you to see if you really like it. For real. Because if the curveballs and stuff wasn't coming, you ain't on your way, if you ask me. Because when you on your journey and you trying to get somewhere, more shit is gonna happen in your life and you feel like you can't get ahead. You at the threshold. I'm gonna say that again. If you trying to elevate yourself in life and you got all these obstacles that's coming your way. Well, like this is happening, you feel like you bleed money, you can't get ahead. You at the threshold of something humongous happening for you in your life. The moment you overcome the obstacles within your life, I promise you. It is natural strong. What up, Nate? Yeah, it is definitely that. But, bro, like, I'm learning it with me. And it's all about your perspective on it because everybody's going to go through shit every day. Every day, everybody in the world is going through stuff. Nothing never comes down the pipe. But how you interpret what you're going through is going to say a lot about you, and it'll help you get through them situations. A negative person that life is hitting them, I'm telling you what, things tend to not work out for them the way they need to. The negative individuals, the ones that I call them John Littles, the sky is falling. Every time something happens, the sky is falling. They can't maneuver through nothing. They can't think their way through situations. The sky is falling. They think they the center of the universe. My bad. My bad. My bad. They think they the center of the universe. The sky is falling to John Littles. They ain't gonna get nowhere. For real. Because it's gonna be a repetitious thing that's gonna continue to happen to them. But when your mind change and you start understanding that things are gonna happen, and you keep that positive attitude about it, and you try to take the high road in situations, it's gonna be a delayed gratification when you do that, and you might have to go through more obstacles in your life, but it's all self-inflicted. And let me throw that out there too. Majority of the obstacles that you're going through in your life is self-inflicted. You can't point no finger at nobody because if you sit down and look at it, you consciously had a decision that you had to make. You consciously signed up for everything you signed up for. That is your job, relationships, and anything you think about it, you had to have a conscious mind and say, okay, I'm gonna do it. So since you consciously signed up for it, you have to consciously deal with what comes with it. I can't make it up. The moment you understand that, that's what I'm doing. I don't worry about anything. I don't worry about nothing, bro, for real. I just worrying about getting in my truck, make sure I can get as much done on the schedule that I can possibly get done in a day's time. And I know for a fact that if I can do this repetitiously all season, I'm gonna come out victorious. I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna win. If I can pull off what I have set up in the background and it comes to pass, I will be victorious this year. But it's gonna take some ups and downs and me doing some stuff that I don't feel like doing. Some days I don't feel like it, but I'm gonna carry on because I know what I'm doing is a little bit bigger than me. For real. It's way bigger than me what I got going on in the background. Let alone my business, what I'm doing. And it's so much I can't even begin to speak on it, but I don't want to speak on it until I get it in motion. And then when I get it in motion, it's gonna be full Brazilian. Like I got my booth at the expo, and I didn't say nothing about it till I hammered it down and got that. So I'm just moving on to the next phases on what I'm gonna do with it when I get down to Kentucky, and I'm have to transition to the other festivities that I want to do when I get down there. That way, it's all done and then I can come out with my literature so everybody know the itinerary if you able to go. And I'm telling you, this year you don't want to miss it. I'm telling you right now. If you ain't never been before and you in lawn care, landscaping, hardscape, whatever, you do irrigation, I mean, whatever you're doing, they probably got some down there that's relatable to you. If you in any in the service industry, there's a lot of different vendors down there that can probably help you out. If you can go, I would definitely go. And just kind of be mindful and be in tune to what's going to be going on actually at the expo and the things that's going to be going on behind the scenes when you actually leave the expo, because the city is going to be pretty live depending on what you're trying to do. It's going to be pretty live and teed up. And then plus I got so much other stuff, and I'm waiting to hear back. I got another call lined up tomorrow to speak with this big brand that everybody's familiar with them. You know what I'm saying? They kind of reached out to me 2 days ago. So we've been in my sister and been helping me out, assisting me in this. We've been back and forth by via email. We have a call set up for tomorrow. I'm supposed to chit chat with them on the phone and see how, we get possibly a deal can basically benefit both of us. So, and that's one of the first ones. The second one that came through, really the third one that came through, like this year. So, and it's amazing because I ain't gonna speak on it. What's for me is what's for me, and I had to endure and go through what I went through before this situation arose, so I can, what I'm saying, I could take advantage of it. I had to go through it for real. And like I said before, it's all was self-inflicted. That's all I'm gonna say about that. If anybody want to find out, go all last year. Started like March of last year and work your way all the way up to about September. And just check me out back then. You know what I'm saying? When I was trying, I was basically, it was the big coming out my shell to where like I really opened myself up to the world. You know what I'm saying? And not only did I open myself up, I opened myself for full disclosure on my whole lifestyle. And I've never seen that done within the industry that I'm in. Never seen it done. So, and because it was, I know now because it's never been done, things happen. And I'm not, I can't do no point no finger on myself because I understand the system now. Now, with you not having the understanding on the system and how to maneuver within the system, then things gonna happen to you to let you know that there's a system in place. If that make any sense to you, for real. It's just like life. Like you make a mistake out here in society, there are systems in place to correct you. If you speed, you get a speeding ticket, you got to go to court or you go to the class so it won't go on your insurance. If you get do anything illegal out here, you're gonna have to go to court and it's fines, might be jail time or whatever. There are systems in place just in case things need to get corrected. And so I put myself in that correction system last year by how I was maneuvering. That's the most politically correct way I can possibly say it, for real. But if you want to know what I'm talking about, if you got time, you just make sure you got a lot of time because I put up like 2,000 clips last year. But the ones in the beginning will tell you everything. Just look at a couple of the bottom of the night lines that I was doing. That'll paint the picture to you. But like I said, man, I was looking, the reason why I'm talking to them because I was looking at, when I came in, I was scrolling because somebody commented on one way in the past. I'm like, damn, somebody went all the way back. And I got to scrolling looking. I couldn't do nothing but start laughing. I said, yeah, I remember how you was back then. And yeah, yeah, I feel you. I couldn't do nothing but start laughing just for blowing. Now, yeah, it's that I was burning and I was drinking good on that. So if you hit her with a double whammy, but this the funny thing, like I was doing all of that, but in my mind, while I was going with it, it worked. Like I reached a group of individuals that the reason why they gave me the benefit of the doubt is because I was like them. You know what I'm saying? For real. I was doing some of the same things that they do to unwind when they come home from work. People do all day long. Some people do. I showed them. But in doing all of that, bro, I was up every morning. Well, my top of the morning. I was up every morning at Thompson Lane Auto, filling up, getting gas, and I was also posting 10 to 15 times every day. And plus, I was out working, doing my thing, showcasing my work, my skills, and the talent that I have achieved by being in this industry for as long as I've been in it. I showed all of it, but it was a problem with the nighttime hours. See what I'm saying? And what I was doing. That's what I think. Or it could have been a combination of things. So, but I seen some things happen until here of late, like the last 2 or 3 weeks. It seemed like things have shifted. Like it's been a big shift. You know what I'm saying? If anybody's been paying attention to my platforms, it's been a humongous shift like the last 2 or 3 weeks. And I understand how it happened, but I had to undergo a change because like I had to start realizing that it's a lot of people out here that look to me for that morning motivation. You just look to me like it's somebody who just so dedicated and take passion in their craft. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, they in the game, like they have their own business, but they don't really take. I'm talking about that true craft. They don't hone in on their craft to maximize what they doing for a living. They not really just that excited about it. Or they might be, but I just know, man, you can feel it through my voice. Like when I'm showing my clips and everything, I'm really excited about what this industry has done for my life in lawn care and landscape. I'm really excited about it. The people that I have met along my pathway, my clients, like different people that have helped me. I've also learned that people didn't support me in the beginning. I also learned like it's a lot that goes into it when you start your own business, especially when nobody can't see your vision on where you're going with it. You see what I'm saying? When they can't see it and you make it come true, it hit totally different. You know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of people that probably was around me, they didn't realize how serious I took my craft when I go out there. Because a lot of people say he just out working, he just out cutting grass and he doing his thing. He doing his thing, but he just out cutting. But they didn't know how cold I was out cutting grass. He said he out trimming bushes and stuff, but they didn't know how cold I was at trimming bushes and different shrubs. And the artwork that you have to learn on how deep you need to take some shrubs in. Some shrubs you can't take them in that deep. You can't whack on them like that or you will kill it. Some trees you have to prune them the correct way or you will kill it. Some grass will not grow well in certain areas because it's not the right type of grass. Some plants cannot be planted in a shade area if it's supposed to have 9, 10 hours of sunlight. You know what I'm saying? You cannot plant them in the shade area, they go perish. There's certain ways you have to lay mulch in a flower bed or you might suffocate the plants and they might not survive. Or if you shortchanging your clients, the mulch will not last all season. Or did you de-weed the flower bed correctly? Or in about 2 weeks or a month, you're gonna have weeds all in the mulch. It's certain levels that I had to undergo and learn just in lawn care for y'all to look and see them clips on how they look. Y'all are looking at 15 years of experience, no cheating the game. And most of that information, okay, I did a lot of YouTube, but a lot of my shit I learned through hands-on, blood, sweat, and tears, getting up every day and going out there and beating doors down, trying to perfect my craft. And y'all are looking at the outcome of 15 plus years for me able to stripe hillsides, for me to be able to go to a yard and just see what I can possibly do to it and speak on that yard with confidence that I know I'm gonna be able to pull it off what I say I'm gonna be able to do when I get there. You see what I'm saying? That takes a different level of confidence for you to speak on your service like that to anybody. How you talk, and I'm not worried about anything because I know if they let me in, I'm gonna give them everything I got. If they judge me because of appearance and all of that stuff, because I look a certain way, because I know it's individuals out here in society like that, it's okay. But if I get to take care of your neighbor, I'll forgive you when you want to come get in with me. I'll forgive you. You can get in with me. Because I know, you know what I'm saying, if I want somebody to look past some of the stuff that I done did wrong, then you gotta be that person and you gotta be that forgiving person. And if they trying to get in with me because they want their yard to look top tier, check this out. You come get in with me. You know what I'm saying? Even if you view me wrong, maybe I might be that anomaly that might beat the dough down to say everybody's not like it. You see what I'm saying? I might have to be that person. That way it'll carve it out for somebody else won't have to work it damn hard. Somebody's got to do it. I don't be minding. Because the moment I show up on the yard, I'm not even worried about that. My concern is who else is over here cutting on my street, because I'm looking at like, okay. And I just seen a guy today. My guy busted out laugh because he really understand how detailed and how our stickler that we are as a company. Because we were looking at a lawn care guy. Okay, we was already on the yard mowing, doing our thing on it. This one truck pulled up, you know what I'm saying? And literally, they were done before we got done. So I'm right here looking and everything, like, how the hell did he get done? I said, okay, he got an export too. I said, okay, I know he did his thing. He pulled up, he had some good conversation with us. He was telling me, I like your setup, you got everything you need. I was like, yeah, it took me a long time to get it. He was like, man, how many you got? He was asking, questions, how many yards I got, and I was, coercing with him and everything. And then he said, y'all have a good day, man. We're gonna try to get as much as we can get done before the rain comes. I said, I don't think it's gonna be no rain. So basically he left. Let me fast forward, let me go and get to the meat and potatoes. So we pulled off and we had to go beside his yard that he just finished servicing. When we pulled by there, my guy busted out laughing so hard. I said, I just put my head down. He said, there's one pass. It's high grass, one pass. He said, look at it. I busted out laughing because you see the clumps. You saw the clumps and the grass how it was sprayed all the way across the yard, like how one pass would do when it looked like the grass was at least 2 or 3 weeks old. Oh, you know what I'm saying, overgrown. Anybody that's in the game that you are particular about your craft, you can't do it like that. You can't one pass it like that because, and I told my guy, I said in 3 days, when that yard, when that fresh grass clippings dries up and it goes through the process of dying, you know what I'm saying, and browning, it's gonna look horrible out there across that whole lawn because he didn't mulch up the clippings. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, and he did not even edge the yard up. My guy said one pass is cheap. He said they pay maybe a little money. He said they pay just a little money and he don't have to do too much and he go. I said, that ain't gonna get it done right there. I said, what's gonna happen if he don't come? And they looking at our yard and then he just started smiling. I said, man, these guys, because he was looking at me. He drove by the yard. He saw the stripes. He saw the crispy line standing up, credit card edge, no bowling alley. He saw all of that. The curve, I get all the curves cleaned out, and we don't have no grass growing up in the curves or the cracks. We get all of that stuff, man, because that's your resume out there when you leave. Like that you leaving a stamp out there on the community. Because people is walking the dogs. You got a lot of stuff going on out there, and it's bigger than just lawn care for real. Like, I feel like I'm in a professional sport, and I know I'm an all-star. I know I'm an all-star in this sport. For real. I'm in a profession. There's a lot of other professionals out here, but are you an all-star? Are you separating yourself from the competition when they pull up? I don't care what big company in Nashville pull up and they cutting beside me. They better take their time or Crawler Kid y'all gonna look better. They sign up at one man, one more, y'all is gonna look better than theirs. If they on the block with me, that's just how I feel about my craft. That's how serious I take it. You know what I'm saying? Now, because I take it like that, that's why I have the clientele that I do, because it wasn't no overnight deal for me last year to end up with 175 clients with one truck. It wasn't no overnight process, bro. I created hotspots everywhere I went because why? That quality of work separated me from everybody else. They saw the big landscaping trucks pull up. Guess what? I'm pulling up an old Reliable, paid for. All the X marks paid for. Them trimmers, them Red Maxes, all them paid for. I'm riding profit. I'm riding collecting. You know what it is. And I got all Reliable because the truck is still running. That's what I had last year. Like, I had 175 yards last year. A lot of them was bi-weekly, but I was pumping. But I had it so mapped out to where every side of town I went on, there was 10 to 15 yards there. So if I'm in North Nashville, I got 30 over there. If I'm in Antioch, I got 28, 32 in Antioch. If I go to Brentwood, I got 15, 16 there. So if I go to South Nashville, I had 15, 16 there. You see what I'm saying? But when I transition from predominantly weekly lawn cuts, because I got tired of fighting high grass every time we pulled up and I'm losing time, and I knew that I wasn't charging the correlate to be fighting 2-week grass, and I dropped down to weekly, I lost. Out of them 175, I knew for a fact I had 60 some clients. I lost 110 clients like this. And I'm right back up to right now about 80 or 90, how I need them to be. You see what I'm saying? Because, and then the funny thing about it is, a lot of them clients are trying to get back in with me now. And guess what? They coming back on as weekly service. You see what I'm saying? Because they probably don't went out there. Except the ones I gave to my brother, B, because I know he holding it down. But the other ones that went out there and experienced it, they realized how good I was at my craft. And sometimes you gotta let them clients go so they can go out there and experience and see if the grass is green on the other side, because I've been spoiling them for so long with me being personal with them. Me showing up, the quality of work never misses, and they just got used to, accustomed to that. And they believe that the other companies can provide that type of top tier service. And they be missing. See what I'm saying? And they have to call me to get back in with. Of course I let them back. Sometimes I let them back in, sometimes I don't. It just depends on the type of client it was. Now, if they was giving me hell and stuff like that, it might be a little harder for them to get back in. If they were real particular, they was on me, even though I like particular clients because they make me have to thrive for perfection. Because normally, if a client is on me, and normally it be, no, not really. Normally all my clients, they might be a little nitpicking here and there, but I have a lot of clients that actually like coming out and watching me work. And I never mind when a client is watching me work and watching me do my magic, because it's going to take them 10 years to be able to mimic what I do. And I do it fast and quick and efficient because I have a system and a process to how I do things to make sure that I'm efficient. You know what I'm saying? But that takes you have to go through it. And I mentioned this before. You know what I'm saying? My sister told me the story about Picasso. And she said that he did a paint for a lady, probably took him 15 minutes to do it, hit her for about $5,000 or $10,000. She said, it only took you 15 minutes. Why you charging me so much money? He told her, you don't know about all the 20 years of hard work I put in so I can mimic, so I can produce that in 15 minutes. That's what you paying for, is them 15 years of hard blood, sweat, and tears of how many paintings I did to be able to perfect my craft. That's what you paying for. That's what my clients are paying for. They ain't paying for me. And if you want somebody to come run over your yard, I'm not that guy. There's plenty of them out there, and they'll give it to you for a fraction of the price of what I'm charging. But if I come get in, my quality of work is everything about me. That's how I grew. So that's why your yard is gonna look like how it's supposed to look when I leave, or I'm not leaving. That's a different type of mentality instead of a lot of these guys, hurry up, quick, quick, quick. We need to get to the next one. Pull up on the block with John Crowley at one man, one more with that mentality, and we'll see how it work out for you. That's all I'm gonna say. Because there's a lot of companies, big time companies in the city. I got them, their clients is walking straight over to me. That's how I got up to 100 and some clients like it. You know what I'm saying? And the funny thing about it is my clients used to wait on me to come. Because as long as they know that you're coming, they go wait on me. They ain't gonna go get anybody to come cut their grass, because it ain't, if they do, now a couple of them have done it. The worst decision they ever made in their life. Because the grass looked like crap, for real. And then they see, I'm gonna have to wait on you every time, because I understand like you got a nice art to work to what you're doing. My yard don't look, it ain't never looked like it's before until you been on it. Them the compliments that I get from my clients, for real. I can't make this stuff up. Y'all see the clips, I don't edit my clips. There's no filters on them. There's no redos. There's none of that. It's a one-shot deal like you get in life. You get one shot to make a decision and you have to live with the consequences. There's no redos. And I take that same approach in how I put up my content. There's no redos, there's no editing life. It's all it is shoulda, coulda, wouldas. I wish I didn't do it. You learn from that experience and you don't do it again. That's how you become wiser and you learn. It ain't no redos. That's what I learned in the field of lawn care, how it really truly changed my life. And I'm taking that same approach that I learned in lawn care and landscaping my company, and I'm applying to everything in life. And I'm winning. I had it. Didn't know that I had it. I had it in me. Didn't know until I saw it for myself. That's when you turn into the person that you need to be to really win out here in society. Is when you start seeing it for yourself. You don't need nobody to self-validate you. You do it yourself. That's when you turn into that person you need to be. That's when you would eliminate the nonsense that's around you that's holding you back. You will eliminate it quickly, and it won't even work you up. You won't even be bothered by it. You will just make a decision for the good, and you will run with it. What up, Perfection Lawn Care? What up, family? I'm telling you, man, that's what you have to turn into. But how you get there is going to be, everybody's road is different, for real. Everybody's going to have to take your own pathway. How it happened to me, it's not going to happen to you like it because our lives are totally different. The struggles that you have in your life, they're not my struggles. My struggles that I have, they're not your struggles. You have to figure out who you are as a person first. What is your weaknesses and what's your strengths? Okay, once you understand that, listen to me. Concentrate on your weaknesses and get over stuff. And the only way to get past your weaknesses, you have to make it a habit attacking it. And it almost needs to turn into a daily routine that you have to undergo just to attack your weaknesses. Because if you don't, I'm sorry to say this, you will die a coward. You will die a coward, man. You will die. You will let whole life pass you by. And you won't even act on any of your visions that you have in your mind. And you will meal do instead of barbecuing, instead of acting on. And like everybody told you, nobody's gonna validate you. Nobody's gonna believe your shit gonna come true. Nobody's gonna accept the people who watching you seeing it grow. They really supported you and believe in you. They see something in you. But the other people probably that you're associated with, they don't see the true glow in you until you show them yourself. Facts. They're not gonna validate you. Nobody's gonna give you a pat on the back. Oh, you can do it. I'll keep going. You ain't gonna get none of that. But say one, two, three, maybe three people that's gonna really push you. You know what I'm saying? You take them three with you wherever you go. The rest of it, it'll come. It'll come, bro. Once you build it and you get there, then it'll come. For real. But if you don't do it, if you don't show people, you build it, they'll come. That philosophy is true. But how you do it, it takes a lot of grit, a lot of sacrifice. The things that you're used to doing, you can't do it no more. Because without a sacrifice, you won't be able to achieve it. You won't be able to do it, man. I promise you, it won't happen. It's gonna take you to sacrifice something. Some one of your vices, time, sleep, something. You're gonna have to sacrifice to be able to put that energy into what you're trying to create. I'm telling you, anybody that knows me in Nashville, they know I sacrifice everything for what that sign is back here. Everything came to a screeching halt. I missed all my kids' events. I missed so much shit in life. You know what I'm saying? To build that right there. To now that it's seeing it flourish, like how it's flourishing to where I can really see it truly grow. I wouldn't have it no other way because I learned everything I need to know about the people around me growing that. I've seen it all. I've witnessed and I've been through it all just to see the true flip flop of how it happen once you build it up. Y'all need to go through that experience in life because it's going to teach you a lot about yourself. Free. You go through that, It's gonna say everything you will see everything you need to see about yourself, and it'll make you a stronger person. In the pathway to get there, you're gonna have to become a stronger person. For real, you're gonna have to have a more of a backbone to make some decisions quick. You can't even play around with them, bro. You got to make some quick decisions and get used to make the best decision to benefit you. Put yourself first. A lot of times you put so many people first. If you don't go there first, you can't help nobody come behind. If you trying to get there, but you pouring in a half, your cup is not runneth over yet, and you depleting it, you won't get there. I promise you. I've been doing it for years. My cup's been stay almost getting. I be up, and then here it comes somebody else's shit, and then my stuff gets depleted. And I'm like, and I'm thinking to myself, like I supposed to handle this. Like you gotta take. Now you don't. You take care of yourself first. You get you there, and then you will be able to help out anybody you want to help out once you get there. For real. But if you keep pouring out of that half empty cup, trust and believe you're not going nowhere fast. And don't blame nobody but yourself because you got to build up your backbone to start saying no. Simple. No, I can't do it. Nope, I ain't got it. I can't do it right now. I got this and that and that. I can't do it. Watch, the calls they gonna get less and less and less because you starting to saying no. It might hurt at first, especially if you got a big heart. It might hurt it for like, damn, I could have did it. Yeah, you could have. But what about the future when something happened to you? Can that person that's leaning on you, can they help you? Did they do anything to help your business that's leaning on you? Because if they did, they wouldn't even be calling you like it because they know how much it takes for you to get to the next level. I can't make it up. I'm literally going through what I'm talking about right now. And I'm building myself up to just know I can't do it. And then I keep in the back of my mind, did they help me get there? That's the only thing I gotta ask myself. Once I ask myself that question about anybody needs some assistance, listen to me. Hell nah, I ain't going. I'm not going. Nope, can't do it. Cause if it's happened and that happened, nope, nope, then I'm down. Then you can't help me. Nope, nope, can't do it. Sorry. You will figure it out. Let me know how that is. You know what I'm saying? When it work out for you. From strangers versus friends. Facts. I got a day one day. I got a solid dude around me though. I got a couple solid ones around me that's been supporting me from day one though, down here in the city. I'm talking about for years. I got some solid ones with me. And I had that, and I hate it, but they've always been in contact, supporting me, rooting me on, bro. Keep going. I like what you're doing. They liking my shit. You know what I'm saying? They responded. A couple of them got on the platforms with me. I got some solid people around me right now. The ones that used to be close, it'd be, I don't know, man. I ain't nothing against them or nothing. I print on it. If I see them out, I don't take it no other way. It just what the people told me who done went down my pathway and got there. They said the same shit what happened, and I thought I could rewrite the wheel, but it didn't. I went through it, for real, and I ain't even mad at nobody. It just I just seen like damn, okay, they wasn't lying, but I'm still gonna continue on, for real. And then some of the stuff, like a lot of them, like they've been talking really crazy, reckless about me behind my back. And then the information, guess what it do? It walk right back to me. It walk itself right around back to me. And I be like, for real? And I done did this to help. Yeah, right. That's how they find me. I bet run it. I be like, yeah, run it. So I ain't even know nobody about. I'm on my soapbox right now. Yeah, I got Track Nation G just tried to join. I don't know if he even still in there or not. I let him in because he was the first one. All on YouTube. I got somebody coming in on Instagram. I'll let a couple people in right now because I'm gonna be on here for a little while. What up, family?
What up,
Man, I can't call it, man, in the crib vibing out, having a good day. What about yourself, man?
man? We had a solid day. We had rain Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So you coming? When you coming? I'm like, hey, I won't get there till Friday. You're normally on my Friday list, so we are at Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
So they expect me to come get them together today. I'm going on Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, you gotta wait. And I moved everything to every week this year. Everything to every week. The last few years I've been running at 2 weeks. I'm not doing that no more. It's over.
I feel you on that, bro.
You gotta pay that price. Yeah, but this client, the same person that tapped in with me, was like, I had her a few years ago, and she jumped back on my schedule this year. And I'm like, you gotta be patient. All the rest of my clients are being patient. Why you not being patient? So yeah, it is what it is. But Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays are my contract days.
Yeah.
Basically, we do apartment complexes.
Okay.
We got a few apartment complexes. They like 120 homes.
Wow.
Which like three guys, we can knock that out in an hour and a half.
I can see it.
And one weed whacker, but once one of the cutters get done, we pop on the trimmer and hook the weed whacker up.
There you go. There you go.
So we got a routine that work out for everything. But then too, I'm in Toledo, Ohio, so we got a thing called Neighbors where we go through and cut the vacant lots throughout the city. So we got about 285 lots. 285 lots.
Damn.
On top of cutting personals, apartment complexes, and I work for one company and I work for myself.
Goodness.
So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is my personals, and I hit them every week, which I got 40 personal houses outside of the 285 in apartment complexes. So the 285, we started today. We started at 11, finished at 6. We got that number down to 200.
Oh, for real?
With just me cutting.
Damn.
So I'll send you a picture. They next to each other. So
Yeah.
They are. The most I did last year was 160 in one day, an 8-hour span. So it ain't really nothing, but
yeah, if they all close and condensed, like I can see how somebody could do numbers like that. That ain't too far fetched as long as you ain't got no drive time in there because that's impossible.
no, it ain't too much drive time.
Yeah, it can't be. It can't be.
It ain't too much drive time. But I'm at the point like where do you think I'm about to? It rained Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Where do you think I'm about to come back and hit my Friday? We only 2 days away from my Friday. You get what I'm saying?
Hey, bro, people, that's one thing about my clients. Like I program them to know now. When I had a lot about weeklies, they didn't never understand that concept. They thought literally at day 14, you're gonna be at my property to cut this grass, no matter if it rained 4 days out the week before. And I had to tell them, look, I got 20 to 26 clients on my schedule every day. If it rains, just count the days it rains, and that's how many days it's gonna take me to get there after your schedule day. For real. And then now with my weeklies, if it rains and it falls on a day, I'm placing myself on that 2 week period because the weather permitted, and I had to wait 2 weeks to get there. Because I'm not finna flip flop my schedule around because I got a lot of clients paying top tier to be on a certain day. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I'm doing it like that, then I'm just gonna have to fight to get it caught back up. But if you want to pay to play to get on the Friday or Thursday slot, hey man, that's gonna be an extra charge on there, man. If you ain't already on deck. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody want their yard looking nice for the weekend when they come home from work and have the barbecues and everything. That's going to run you a little bit if you want me to come through and stripe it up. I'm just sorry. Or you got to fall in when I can get there. And I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to come if I'm on this side of town. But sometimes they be trying to, you can't let your clients regulate your business. For real. That's all I can say on that. You can't let it go down, bro. You go crazy out here. Cause I done been there.
Yeah.
What up with your family? Champion, what up, family?
What up, family?
I had to just let y'all in, man, for real.
Yeah, I came in at the right time. I had a customer tell me yesterday she let some little kid in the neighborhood cut the grass, which is cool. But now you off my schedule. You can have him keep cutting. She told me she trying to. What's more important to y'all? Your customers saving money or y'all making money? Because the way I got it set up, like I got this customer paying for childcare. You know, I got this customer, so if something go wrong with this customer, now I got to replace that. You know, that's a bill to me.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
so
real.
yeah, which one is more important to y'all? The customer saving money? Well, I know what y'all gonna say, or you know, the profits in your business.
Well,
Yeah, but if you want, my opinion, if you want to let the kid in the neighborhood do so, and he do a horrible job, and I gotta come fix it, I'm charged. Yeah, you
dang.
can't fix it. I'm fixing. That's like a plumber going to fix a electrician job because the electrician ain't do what he's supposed to, or you know what I'm saying? I come back and fix something. I'm not doing. I'm charging.
I ain't gonna lie. With me, if they paying my ticket, my profits is already incorporated. Now, if me and the client had longevity together, and I understand that some clients they just adamantly about get their grass cut, I ain't messed up with it because normally I'm already over there in that area. So if you need me to add you back on, I don't have no problem with it as long as the lot is not overgrown when I come back because then it's going to be an overgrowth fee. Because I don't give a damn who was on the yard long. I just need that grass to come back up. I'm gonna erase all the damage somebody did before. They ain't gonna mean nothing to me. But if the long as they in the close vicinity and me and them got a relationship, I always let my clients back in. Cause I'd rather deal with somebody I know than somebody brand new. Then I'm gonna have to re-regulate them on how I do business. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's gonna create more problems. So it just depends on how you look at it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the area that you in, that's something that I eventually want to grow to because I'm still dealing with customers that they rent. So they not going to tell you that they moved the next week. You going to have them on a schedule and you ready to pop up. So it's things like this that I got to go through that is like,
Okay.
if I know they owners and they want to have, you know, the community kid cut their grass, support the community, that's cool.
Yeah.
But he ain't that type of customer.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
Go ahead. My bad, family. Go ahead. Man, I got a customer, man. He been on my list for 3 years. He passing away, and let's talk about that. Like having a customer that's been on your list for a long time, you built a relationship with them, and then you get the word that they about to decease from you.
Ah.
That's one thing. That's one thing.
Oh man, the guy at YouTube, the guy just asked a question about, dealing with customers, or you just shared some dealing with customers like you've been taking care of them for a while. Then all of a sudden you get the phone call that they're not doing too well and they might not be around too much longer. Bro, I have seen literally in my time cutting 15 to 20 of my customers pass away. And I had two of them go just last week. Just last week, I had two of them go. For real. And I was like, damn, one of them was 93. The other lady, I think she was maybe 60 something. And I was like, oh, man, bro, it's hurtful, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't develop relationships with these people. And I wanted to make it to the funeral and everything. One lady was in hospice, so I really couldn't even go see her because the situation she was in. The other lady, I don't know what happened. It's a freak accident and she's here no more. So it just come with the territory, man. Especially when you've been taking care of these people for so long, it just gonna happen, man. For real. Champion, you ever had to deal with any of that? Any one of your clients pass away on you? You ever had to?
No, this only been my second season. It's only my second season.
Okay, you young in it.
I'm in a weird point right now. Last season I started in June. So
Okay,
up until June, everything right now is brand new to me. A lot of my customers just carried over with me.
okay, that's good.
Yeah, so I'm learning something right now from y'all. I ain't never been in that situation.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Yeah. It kills me inside because I used to take your food and everything. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't cook for herself and his kids couldn't take care of him or whatnot, or whatever I could do, I put in a plate too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's trying to pay me for it. I'm like, no, dog. You eat, I eat. You feed me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I got some extra leftovers, I'm bringing the season, dog. Like,
That's real, man.
hey, I'm a single father of 3, and I still cook every day, and still work 2 jobs. I work 3 jobs, bro.
I can tell. I see. I know you got that work ethic in you.
Yeah.
I can tell you got that work ethic in you. But the thing about it is, think about this, bro. I tell you what, you would do wonders if you could consolidate that work ethic you got into one thing, bro. You can run that motherfucker till the wheels fall off, man. You ain't gonna never want to get off your own clock. I put it on everything, bro. If you can find a way to consolidate after everything you imagine you take care of with your 3 that you got going on. If you can consolidate that into one, bro, I'm telling you, I did. I had the 9 to 5, I was in the trap, and I was cutting grass. I always had 3 damn jobs. You know what I'm saying? When I let go of all of them and just put one man, one boy landscaping, bro, I went through the roof because I had to let everything go. I went through the roof. And I always had 3 jobs, bro. Like working 3rd shift in the trap. You know what I'm saying? Then 9 to 5, 5 o'clock in the morning, got to be at the doctor's office, helping him manage his office. Then getting off from there at 1, cutting grass to dog. Drop my trailer, then I'm running the streets to 1 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And how I managed to do all of that, bro, it had to come to a head. You see what I'm saying? To where like it all fell on one man, one more landscaper. That's why I'm so glad that I always kept my baby going. You know what I'm saying? I didn't never give up on my business. And because I didn't, that's why I'm before y'all right now speaking on it.
Yeah, I talked all the way in too. I had got fired from the job, and it was like my wife told me she was pregnant. It was like, what you gonna do? So I
Yeah.
bought a mower, threw it in the trunk of my car. But I say that to say the growth that I've come to have in my business is a lot for just being a good person.
Yeah.
It's not trying to get over on people, showing
That's
up when
it.
you don't show up. You know, treating every job like you trying to impress these people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They
it's
come home and that's the first thing they see, so they gonna tell the community you're gonna grow.
bro, like you straight with if you keep that mentality, like how you just said, and just make sure you just do the best job you can when you show up, like they tell you when you go to your job, just do your job and be the best guy that you can, hip in that company. You do that for yourself, the sky's the limit, fam. Because like you growing for yourself, not for a company. You ain't helping that company grow, bro. You the one growing. You the one making them relationships. It ain't for no company, it's you. It hit differently. That way you motivated to go out there and do that good job. You see what I'm saying? You doing what you supposed to do, bro. I'm just gonna give you your flowers just because you said that. Keep that same philosophy when you go take care of your clients, and I promise you, you go double your clients before the end of the year. If you just hold it down just like that, you go double.
Yeah, I'm playing on it because it feels good at the end of the day. You ever been at a job and you work your ass off and then they treat you like shit at the end of the day?
They don't care nothing about you long as you get that quota done that they got you in there to do. They don't care nothing about any of that stuff. The moment you call in, it'll be they'll talk so bad about you when you got something going on, and they'll flip on you just like that. But let something happen to you, and then
We can't really get mad at them. It's business.
it is. But check this out. Let something happen to you, and you communicate that to your client. Something happen. Watch how the different vibe happen to you. How they say, "Are you okay? Are you gonna be? Do you need anything from me?" They won't do that on a 9 to 5 like your clients will for you when they find out. Total different vibe right there than the 9 to 5 because it's your bit. They know you personally. That's why I tell people to get personal, like communicate with your clients, open up a little bit to them because they actually paying you to open up. You've been opening up to people for free all your life. Open up to your clients, bro. They go put you in some doorways you won't even imagine you can walk through.
Now, do y'all pick and choose which clients y'all had that type of relationship with?
I have it with all my clients.
All of them?
Man, I don't cut it off. That's just me personally. Go ahead, Track Nation.
I had to stiff arm one because she was trying to get me. put me in everything.
Oh, bro, that's gonna happen, fam. Man, come on, Track Nation G. That's gonna happen, bro.
Man, I had to step on her, dog. Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you. My dude's just like, man, she might want to pick you, buy you this equipment, buy you this, buy you that. And I gotta, it's business. I gotta keep you at a certain way. I feel though.
Man,
No,
this with me now. Since you speaking on that, I got a company policy. I don't, I can't talk to or mess with any of my clients on a serious level like that if we doing business with each other. It's strictly professional. I don't care how good they look, how provocative they come out the house, the little stuff on. Man, bro, all of it goes down because it's something about like some women like men who work hard, who show up like that. It's just it come with the territory on what we do. But with me, I got a strict policy, bro. I do not rock with my clients like that, man, for real. And I got some bad ones. I'm talking about some bad ones, bro. I can't fool with them like that, bro. For real. I'll be like, ah. For real.
now that it's yours, you are the sexual harassment case. When she unhappy, you are the problem. It ain't nobody to report this to.
Bro, it's crazy, man. But it come with the territory, man. For real.
If she wanna put a muffin out there for me to talk to that, hey,
It come with the territory.
if it's so dude, yeah,
I got some, bro. They just do extra stuff. They over tip. You know what I'm saying? They real personal. I be like, man, I get it. Someone want to come out and give me a hug. I'm sweaty and stuff, bro. I be getting it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't never cross that line. I never crossed that line with none of my clients before. Never.
all right. So how about this? A client asked you to go. So a client asked me to go to her house and turn her water off. I guess she left it on or something. She got a husband, family. I know them all. Would y'all charge her, or would y'all do that for free? Y'all
I'm
talk about having relationships with the customers, right? So I think she might think this is a relationship where her lawn guy can come through because we live so close.
oh, okay. Long as it's close and you already at the grounds, I can kind of see that. I can see, but you gotta thread lightly with that because she got a husband and everything. I mean, that could get kind of dicey, man, for real. That could get a little dicey.
Showing up, turning this man water on.
Yeah, man, that could get real dicey, man. I just probably have to let her know, like, I really don't feel comfortable with you having a husband. You know what I'm saying? That's probably how I have to do that, for real. I ain't gonna lie. That's real dicey for me.
I didn't even respond. I didn't know what to say to her.
Yeah, that's real. I probably, yeah. That's real dicey. I ain't gonna even lie. I wouldn't even know how you was supposed to respond to that, for real.
I don't know.
I don't think I would have did it. What about you, Track Nation G? Would you would have pulled up, later got a husband, and you cut the grass and everything. She asked you to go cut the water after she left running. What would you do, bro?
What you even turn the water off for? I'm not the one getting you wet. He is. He is. She. I'm like, is she tripping? Seriously, like,
Yeah.
what you trying to? You just trying to see me? You trying to bring? You want me to come outside? Just. I'm not. No, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm at another property right now. I won't be able to make it today because I'm on the other side of town. Just to be nice, you understand? But I ain't gonna be too rude about it.
Yeah.
That's what you call your neighbor next door for.
Yeah. Hey, my bad, YouTube. I'm vibing out on Instagram right there, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in tonight, man. Y'all stay with me for top of the morning.